What's happening? Y'all know what time it is, man. Um, this is a video from I think like from 8 months ago. Um, they got this. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I don't think I want to put this person's YouTube name in my video because he's a like a billionaire and he's a so-called white man. And he goes around and he puts people on his show. He puts thousands of our celebrity black people on his show, right? He goes around and he pays them amount of this and that is to be able to come on the show and he interviewed them. And brother Tyrese Gibson responded to him. You know what I'm saying? And I like what the brother said, even though I'm not in that world. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in that in the world that I came from a different side of the world. I'm gonna put it like that. As you can see, the like the uh our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, a lot of us came from a different side of the world. Although we go through, we have struggles. You see what I'm saying? And our main struggles that we are dealing with the so-called white power structure and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta hold on, y'all. Let me get I gotta make up for my reading and stuff like that too. Uh Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So to just to let y'all know, I'm still trying to learn how to read a lot of the words in these books and stuff like that and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? And I want to talk about let's see here. Let me get these out of the way because I don't the main books that I love is these main. These are my. I feel like these are my main key books right here. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me show this. Cause this was written by a so-called black man, my brother. Book goes out to brother Rudolph Winslow, right? He the one wrote that book right there, and who is Esau Edom. Y'all noticed that last couple of days. This video gonna be about. I'm saying all of that because I'm tying all of this stuff in to what our people faces on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the oppressor, the white oppressor's powers that be, we all blacks, and when I say all, I'm talking about all Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives of America, people of color, is falls and more than likely falls into the category. More than likely, maybe I said I don't know exactly for sure. I have general ideas of what I could be. You see what I'm saying? But just for the record, based up off of my life and what I went through, as far as not never owning a car, waking up to poverty every day, born into poverty, born in poverty, waking and learning, excuse me, born in poverty, raised in poverty, coming up in poverty, and so the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Things like there it's just like beyond imaginable that I can't even bring up right now. But I'm just bringing up what I can for right now. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to struggling, when it comes to like just suffering it out and just suffering your whole life, and you got to depend upon the government for welfare, food stamps, you name it. The list, like I said, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And when you dealing with this man, and I like how brother Tyrese came off. He said it's goofy, goofy ass devil. Well, he didn't say devil, but I'm saying it. He used the right words, goofy, because that's what I would say the damn devil. You see what I'm saying? Goofy is another word for somebody is a damn, they actually is a literal clown or whatever. You see what I'm saying? They got the spirit of of a wolf. they are the bloodline of a damn wolf. You see what I'm saying? So that's goofy shit. So I love how brother Tyrese came off and told him, you know what I'm saying? He said, culture vulture. That's what he called it because he invites people and baits people. He used is to come on his show and stuff like that, and he basically get them in there and interview them and make more money off of them than what he offered them. You see what I'm saying? And I like how he said it, and that's what they are, and that's the way all so-called white people are. You see what I'm saying? They culture vulture. That's how they able to keep up the jail systems and stuff like that. They make money off of our people. Now they may not be making money off of me, of course, like being in their jail systems and all that type of stuff in their prison system, but they have other ways that they make money off of us in the real world out here too. So that's a side of the world. And the jail is another the difference between the jail and the prison. You are confined physically in a prison, and also they confined in a prison system mentally. But we are out here in like out here in the real world. We're in a mental, more than likely a mental prison. You see what I'm saying? When you are in if you've been raised, born and raised into a struggle, and it was hard for you to have resources and get the resources that you need. You had to work from 9 to 5. That's pretty much like people like myself working from 9 to 5. Probably not even have you. You're not you if you get a job working from 9 to 5, you got to report that shit. Who do that? Who would do in the hell that sound like for the most part? That sounds like people who are in a lower state. And the people that are in a lower state is showing the hell ain't the so-called white man, number one. He definitely is not in poverty. No kind of way. You see what I'm saying? The so-called white man is definitely not in poverty. No kind of damn way. Ain't no such thing as a so-called white man gotta work on a job and work and make minimum wages and report his shit every month. If he don't, they gonna cut their check off or they gonna cut their money off. And you know, I guess I'm coming kind of strong with the strong language. I'm just telling you what it is or whatever. They don't know what the hell that's like. If you don't report this, then they conduct from your money. They conduct from your government or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's going to affect your government, so that's why you have to not work or something like that. You can't work. You can't do this here because they'll take what you got if they find out you whatever. You know who the hell that sound like. That sound like Black, Hispanic, and Native American Negroes, mainly the Negroes, so-called black people, and then it goes to the Hispanic and Native American people. You know that's who it apply. We know who that apply to. We know that don't apply to the damn Filipino world because they are in their own world. Because there are different nations of people in the Bible, right? There are different nations of people in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? And there are 18 nations, and we'll get off into that in probably in another video. But they are making money. They make money off of us. You see what I'm saying? So what? Maybe I can entitle the video. This man. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back now because I had to do something kind of important a little bit, so I'm back now. But yeah, this man goes around and this brother said it the best. He goes around and he sucks off of black culture. That's what he do. But brother Tyrese and they're in the youth in the in the in the movie world. You know what I'm saying? You're saying I'm just saying like that in the Hollywood world. I say it like that just for the right context. But anyway, I like what he told this man, this devil. I call him the damn devil. That's what he doing. And because you know what? He I've been noticing that for a long time too. Way back in 2016, when brother, um, they had some people on YouTube it was brother Tommy Sotomayor, and it was brother what's his name, Mr. Tariq Nasheed. I love brother Tariq Nasheed and them. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with um, brother Tommy. I don't agree with what the way that he's going about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that he's going about it, white supremacy agrees with it. But for us who are in the that understand, I'm gonna say it like that. Um, we know that they're being used by the media in that way. I made another video earlier. How I just talk about how I love YouTube. That's it. No other reason. I love YouTube. I love just creating and making videos. You know, it ain't about nothing else. No, none of that. I just love just creating the memories, and I have a passion of being an advocator in the right way for our people, because there's a wrong way to do something, there's a right way to do something. So that goes to that the brother that's, you know what I mean, the controversial brother, whatever, that does YouTube about our culture, Black, Hispanic, and Native American culture. Um, I'm not gonna put their names in this title. I'm just gonna just title this video one thing, and that's it. So, uh, I like how he comes off and he tells him, "You live in that you don't know what it's like is to go before a so-called racist judge, a devil who abuses their power in the court systems and all that type of stuff." And I love how the brother broke that down about this man that goes around and invites all our people on his show, on his show, and making money off of black culture and stuff. I agree. I'm 100% with brother Tyrese, because that's what he does. And I always, in 2016, when brother Tommy Sotomayor, he was set up, and brother Tariq Nasheed, they set him up too. So the system was playing him. So people, anytime a person do something, and then, oh, this is what I wanted to say. Have you noticed when he do interviews with people, he always never show his damn face. So that should tell our people something. This should tell y'all something. He never shows his face. You hear him behind the camera, and the only people that is in the camera on his show you can see them and their face is the people that he's interviewing, trying to make a ass out of. You see what I'm saying? This is what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? Because he has no other way. If it wasn't for so-called black, Hispanic, and our people, Native American people, he couldn't survive at all. So all so-called white people surviving off of off of the the wealth of our people, so-called black people, Hispanic, and Native American people. Our people are the best entertainers at everything, every single thing. Football, basketball, everything. They can create, the so-called white man, white woman, and child can create something. Our people can take it and beat their ass with it. Our people can take it and beat them with it, and can create something and make something better. That's how good our people are. Our people don't even need music with whatever it is that they're doing. They don't need music. All they need is they can just take their voice plain by itself, and they can make a mic call. They can literally they have that they will have the whole atmosphere will be just be lit up with a natural voice. This is how good our people are. We're more dominant at anything that we does. That's why they harasses our people and us on the streets when they think we are doing wrong, when they least suspect, whether you walking or whether you in a car. I ain't never owned a pair of license or driver's license or a car in my day. Just walked my whole life. And you can imagine they just sit back and they just wait on you to do something wrong so they can like immediately one little thing wrong, they gonna treat you like you done killed millions of trillions of people like Hitler, millions of people like Hitler did. That's how they literally treat you. I don't give a damn if it's a bubble gum. They gonna treat our people like they done slaughtered and killed and murdered thousands and millions of people. This is how demonic and dirty that the so-called white man is. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get more off into my books. I can't wait. I'm eager to get off into these books, man, and read more and understand and stuff like that. I feel like I took a long break. I feel like I took too long of a break, man, from reading like I should, bro. You know? But I often said, I don't like that man. I often said, this man is inviting our people on his show using, I said that. I said, it's just something ain't right by him. You know what I'm saying? It's something ain't right by him. Anytime this man is using our people and then gonna have, and look, guess what, y'all? He had his nerve to sit up there and call brother Tyrese Gibson, talking about he got mental illness and he got mental this and that. No, he got all of that. If you want to call my brother that, brother Tyrese that, let me stand up for my brother. If you want to call my brother that, he got it from your people because your people came over here, raped, robbed, and murdered, and stole everything from his people and our people and all of that, and got our people in the hood and stuff because your people make it possible for you is to sit up and get rich off of black culture. Just like Brother Tyrese was saying. You see what I'm saying? Just like he was saying, you just sit up and interview people that's going to be ignorant and stupid. And while you continue to sit up and make more off of them chump change, while you sit up and make millions off of other people. You see what I'm saying? By clicking on his videos and stuff. And I said, yeah. I said, I don't want to be doing that. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna help all them ads and stuff on them videos and stuff. They said that you can even that they make money. They make a lot of money off of you with them ads and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying on YouTube and stuff, especially off of black culture. Anytime you got a so-called white man to sit up and they'll say, "Oh, that's how he make his money, and that's how they get their money, just like everybody get their money and stuff." No, they make him. Think about what he gonna do with it. He gonna take. Do you think he gonna take and put it into the African American black community, or do you think he gonna put that in the white culture community? He gonna put it in his own community. Now, some people would probably be smart with that and say, of course, you would put it in your own community. He have a right to put it in his own community. No, they living off of black culture. You see what I'm saying? They living off of black culture. That's my whole point. In saying all of this here, when you living off of black culture and you living off somebody else and trying to exploit other people, you ain't making no money. You stealing from other people. Just like your ancestors did. You stealing from other people. You see what I'm saying? If you really meant well to the so-called our people, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American race, you would be going and trying to put that in the African American community. That's what you would be doing. But no, you taking and you just sitting up, like he said, you just been you just sucking up the energy of our people. And I like how he broke these things down. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, let me reiterate. Notice that if you watch, if notice he sits up and he'll hide behind the camera and have them with their faces out there, but he never show his face. That should tell our people something right there. But they ain't gonna say my brother have mental. I said when he said this, that man, this song has got me fucked up. You talking about my brother like that? You see what I'm saying? Yes, he got it from your people, and you know what you just identified when you say he got mental issues. What you really mean is that he's part of the slave trade. Yes, brother Tyrese is part of the slave trade. That's what you admitted when you putting my brother down because he called you out on your goofy shit. Yes. When he called this man out for exploiting our black people and putting our people on his shows and stuff like that and things of that nature and stuff of that nature, you just admitted it that you that he what you mad or you upset that he exposed you. You feel bad that you feel some type of way that you got exposed. Now you want to turn around and say this brother got mental. Yeah, of course, we're dealing with these curses. You're admitting that your people don't fit the slave trade. Your people don't fit the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28, which you don't know nothing about. You don't know nothing about none of that because your people didn't go through that. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people went through that, not your people. So yes, I can understand why you would sit up there and then you disrespected him anyway, even though he called you out or something or something like that. You definitely went on to disrespect him by saying what you said. Oh well, you must brother Tyrese got mental issues. No, he don't. He done woke up and he see to be foolery in you, and you couldn't play him and get him to be an asshole like all the rest of the people, our people coming on there for you because the reason why they come still coming on his show of this so-called white man show is because he know within himself that our people ain't never woke up yet. You see what I'm saying? That's because our people never woke up yet. And he's sitting there in his mind, well, since they never woke up yet, I'm going to continue to use the ones and make millions of dollars off of them, even though they don't know. That's the type of mindset that he got. And then, like he said, everybody that comes on his show goes to jail. And that's true. Everybody that comes on his show, and that should tell our people something right there too. But he don't care nothing about our people. All he care about is exploiting and making it's all about this to him. That's what it's all about. Yep. And he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's how you can tell the devil because you know what the devil does. Let me tell you what the devil does, bro. Because y'all need to know this. We not sitting around calling this man, the so-called white people, Caucasian people, the devil just to be saying. Do you think think about it? Did I wake up one day and say, you know what? Don't start calling white people the so-called white people the devil. No. Mm-mm. You have to first find out and understand what's going on. So I'm finna read something to you and show you in simple text right here, and I'm gonna prove to you that I'm right about what I'm saying. All right, let's read this. Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into a lake of fire, where the beast and the false prophets are. The beast is the United States, so-called United Snakes of America. That's what that is. To break it down, the United States of America, which is Babylon, this is a united religious power structure. When you look at religion, when you look at Baptist, Methodist, Seventh Day Adventists, and Catholic and Presbyterian churches, all of this shit is tied together. And the devil, verse 10 of Revelation 20, verse 10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into a lake of fire, where and the brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets. The false prophets are the leaders of Christianity. They are the leaders of the Christian churches, like these pastors, so-called pastors. Their false prophets are and shall be tormented day and night forever and forever. Now let's go to let me go to Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And then I'm gonna go to Revelation 12 and verse 3. I'm gonna show y'all who the devil is. What we call Genesis chapter um 25:25. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. The Bible says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. That means they don't do that. That's going and conning somebody. Means it's somebody that's manipulating you into lying to you, trying to convince you is to believe they lie. And it says the first came out red. Okay, now let's go to Revelation 12 and verse 3. And the Bible says, and there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a woman, behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and they cast them to the earth. Now, that is not talking about some angels with wings being cast out of the heavens, literal. That's talking about, it says, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and they cast them to the earth. That means when our people follow the so-called white power structure, this was all is going into slavery when our people was went into a lower state, right? That's coming from Deuteronomy chapter uh 28 and verse 43. Deuteronomy 28 verse 43. Let's read that. I'm giving you the context to what I'm fixing to read now. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43. Verse 43. Let's look at that. This The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Now let's going back into Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. His tail drew the third parts of the stars of heaven and cast them to the earth. To the earth, cast them down, right? You see what I'm saying? It cast them down to the earth. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go and let's look at Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 14. It's going to say the same thing. Isaiah 14 and 5. 10, 11, Isaiah 14 and verse 5. I think I'm saying it right. And the Lord had broken the staff of the. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let's read verses. Let's start at verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. Let's start at verse. I'll tell you what, let's read verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, the son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which does weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, the heart means the mind, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will set also upon the mountains of the congregations in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. That means our people was brought into a lower state. Let's keep going. Let's go to First Samuel chapter 2 and 6. Let's go to First Samuel chapter 2 Yeah, you have to go. You have to get the context and see. It's taking me a minute to get there, and a lot of our people don't want to take time to actually go into that. But God says, go take time and go into it. And the reason that I think that's the reason why a lot of our people don't want to do nothing like this because it takes up a lot of time just to look up stuff, and a lot of our people don't want to do that. A lot of our people just want to sit up and want you to tell them something from your head, but that's how the Christian church mislead people. Yeah. First Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Bible said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raises up the poor out of the dust. Now that's talking about the poor, talking about the poor man, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Our people are living in a poor condition. He raises up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill. That's talking about the homeless, so-called black, Hispanic people, to set them among. He said he raises up the poor out of the dust and lift us up the beggar from the dunghill. See, we have to go and borrow things from the other nation. That's right. To set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he had set the world upon them. Right? That's right. So it says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So that's talking about people. That's not talking about no angels with no wings, with no long tail coming from heaven and falling down literally to the ground. That was symbolic. But God was using that to show that a nation of people, if we didn't listen to him, if you study more in the context, if we didn't listen to him, he was going to put our people in slavery. He was going to allow us to go through all these different things and atrocities, and that's where it was talking about. You go deeper into it to where we was our people was cast to the earth. The third parts of heaven was cast to the earth. The third part represents the like the 2/3 of Israel that was not keeping the commandments. Now let's go to what that scripture uh it says the third 2/3 will be cut off, but 1/3 shall be left. Let's go there. And I hope it didn't seem like I got too far off the topic or nothing like that. Let's go. I think that's Zechariah. What is it? 2/3. I think it's Zechariah chapter 11. Let's see, 14. Zechariah 14 and verse, and man shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be satisfied inhabited, and thus shall be the plague wherein the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. They're talking about their enemies, talking about the Edomites. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. He said that everything gonna consume away. I think that's Zechariah 14, I believe. And let's see here. No, that's wait a minute. Hold on. Verses. I think this might be it right here. Zechariah 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off. Two parts. That means that's talking about and two parts shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. That means 2/3 of Israel will be cut off. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, our people, that's going into a lot of people. is not going to make it. You see, our people, you know what I mean? Because they choose to outline themselves with the white power structure. And it's saying the majority of our people that are Uncle Toms and all that type of stuff, they will be cut off and things of that nature. And you know what I'm saying? But this is going back into the beginning of this video, what I was talking about this man, how our people some of them are ignorantly going on this man's show, and some of them know probably, you see what I'm saying, and don't care, and going on this man's show, and they and this and knowing deliberately that this man is just making money off black culture, and they willing to sell their souls out by going on this man's show, and some of them don't even care. You see what I'm saying? They just trying to get to whatever little chump change that he got. It's just like they saying, "Hey, matter of fact, let me get a scripture on that." That's coming from Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 25, I think. Proverbs 26. I think it's Proverbs 26. It's been a minute since I read it. Yeah, I was right. Proverbs 26 and verse 25. Listen to this, people. It said, and when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Okay, that's what that's talking about. It says, I'm going to read it one more time. Proverbs 26 and verse 25. When he speaketh fair, talking about the so-called white man Esau, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered. You can't trust that. Going on this man's show, selling your soul out and all that type of stuff, all that type of stuff, that's what that's going into. Our people are willing to sell them souls for a couple of crumbs. You see what I'm saying? And not realizing that they are being used by those agencies, the devils, to get used by these people. You see what I'm saying? Some of our people know which those are the ones going to be held more accountable, and the other ones that don't know, they at some point God will bring the light and open their eyes up or whatever, and then they'll have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? This is all about how these people are ignorantly worshiping the white power structure. And some of them have a general idea of it, but they just don't have all of the full facts about it. And they probably just going in between and just going along with the flow. Some of them just, I'm not really sure, but they still kind of blind to it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might be still kind of blind to it. But for the most part, if they're blind to it, then God gonna open up their eyes at some point. But those who are willingly worshiping the so-called white man and going on this man interviews and stuff, and then and watch this man try to clown our people or whatever, because they feel like he giving them a few nickels and stuff. It's like almost like and get use our people is to come on his show, is to sit up there and watch our people sit up there and exploit their own people and talk about bad about our people, and to like the brother was saying, like brother Tyrese Gibson was saying, how he using black culture is to sit up there so to make our people start fighting against each other and all that kind of stuff. Them people's demonic, they evil, they don't care. That's what they do. And when people talk about, well, that's how you make his money. Yeah, they the enemy and they the devil, and they gonna make their money. They gonna get money. That's what the devil does, because the Bible says the love of money is the rule of all evil. They don't love our people. They hate our people, and those are the people that hate our people. They're gonna use you as a as a slave property, is to make money off of you. But most of the time, our people are so brainwashed, they will kill you for this man. Just like I was walking the other day. I had just left at the house literally the other day for the first time. It must have been around by maybe 12 or 1. I can't remember. But I do have the video on this. You scroll down a little bit and you'll see the video. At first, yeah, I said, what did I say in that video? No, what I told this guy, it was like, I don't like nobody walking behind me. So I tried to be more polite. I was being more polite because he was a brother. But if that been a so-called white man or whatever, I would have went in way worse than that. I'm telling you. But by it being a brother, I had to have respect and I had to pump my brakes and realize that was my brother and I had to keep walking. As mad as I look, I'm not gonna even cap. I was mad as hell. No cap. I was mad. I was really mad as hell. But I just kept myself and kept my composure and I realized, okay, at the end of the day, he said what he said because he was ignorant to the fact about his history. And the only thing that I said, go tell the white man, go tell the so-called white man that. I guess he couldn't believe that was coming out of my mouth. So I had to speak in that sense to kind of like, okay, maybe he may think about it later on and he may like, oh, okay, well, you know what? That made sense. You know what I'm saying? I came at, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So that's why I said it like that. You know what I'm saying? And this happened the other day. And I took that to say how we are more bold when it comes to each other. But when it comes to the other nation that's making money off of us and don't give a damn or whatever, our people humble down. We humble down like damn sheep, like lambs. But when it comes to each other, we just like a pit bull who don't back down from nothing. That's how we are. It's just like we are a pit bull. We will take time and sit there for hours and talk to so-called white people when it comes to our brother. Are you, what's up? What's up? And keep going. Don't waste no time. But when it comes to this damn devil, this damn animal that we love so much, we all we all good into the shoe. We good. We sitting up there acting like we in the best shit ever in heaven and all that old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's it for the time being. But this man is making money off of our people. And I like what he said. He called him the culture vulture. And then he gonna have his nerve to sit up there and say Tyrese Gibson is that mental ill. He's showing right there he ain't worth a shit. How you gonna sit up there and say of my brother Tyrese that he is talking about mental illness and stuff. No, you said that because you feel like that would hit close to home to make him feel bad because that proves his point that you are sucking off of so-called off of black culture. You are sucking off of our people. That's what you're doing. And he called you out, and so you trying to throw a word out there that's gonna try to be literal and shame him or shame his name and crush his spirit to where he can't or whatever, because he done woke up and realizing, seeing you for who you really is. You just using like right. You just using our people is to get your numbers up and continue to just suck off of black culture. And he couldn't have said it no better. That's what you sitting up doing. Sucking, what can I name these videos? Using our people in interviews, sucking off of us. Using our people in interviews. Using our people for interviews, sucking off of black culture. Using our people for interviews, sucking off of black culture. That's what I name. All right, I'm out. I'll be back with some more.